Hey guys, Abujard here. My bad. On the last podcast, I had stupid dollar store microphones plugged into the phone when I was recording, so the quality was god awful in the last podcast. But I will know better next time, or whatever. I guess. Some headphones are retarded and they act like microphones, and then they just rape the quality if they're plugged into a phone. It's strange. You can actually record through headphones. In case you guys didn't know, it's very strange. Yeah. Um, but so was not happy with the audio quality of the last podcast. But basically, just been camping for about 2 weeks or whatever, Las Vegas and other places. Had fun in Las Vegas. Took a lot of pictures. I'm gonna make a video when I get back for you guys about the trip. Just pictures of the hotel. I've kind of started treating coincidental synchronicities as spiritual religion to myself. So I saw a conspiracy video the other day about the Luxor by this guy who doesn't really post many videos. And then yesterday, a few days after I saw the video, I was in the Luxor. So huge coincidental synchronicity. And that's basically how I've been treating my own religion, I guess, is as I treat all these coincidental synchronicities as God or the universe or something spiritual talking to me through these huge coincidences, and I focus a lot of energy and attention and spells and whatever on making these coincidences occur and happen, and trying to control the flow of the universe of how my life is directed, or how my life plays out through thinking, meditation, spells, and these numbers and letters and coincidences that keep occurring. And I do get horny and riled up when I see these amazing coincidences happen in real time, of course. So that's about all I wanted to talk about, really. I mean, I don't know, so not much else, just still a neat boy. Just a neat boy playing with his toy. Well, how did my song go? I don't know. When I get back on my computer, I'll make some cartoons or whatever, or something, or whatever, like usual. I suppose a goal of mine would be to make enough money to, I don't know, like get a property or something like that, like a successful cartoonist or something. But that's kind of a hard goal to do, I guess. So, the other goals I have are basically no goals, because I treat the cartoons and stuff as something that makes people smile. And it's nice to know that people are hopefully smiling when they see my cartoons and then they like the video. And then I treat that as like, oh, they smiled. So I like to think that the good thing is that it's possibly making people smile through my cartoons or whatever it is that I'm doing. And I like the idea of that just as much as I like getting fake money, which that's money in itself is a collective hypnosis spell on all of mankind that we are all under the effects of until the spell is broken by the collective mind, unconscious, subconscious, nigger conscious, whatever you want to call it. This giant witchcraft spell of money has a hypnotic effect on the entire population in such a way that people actually believe that green, slimy pieces of paper have any value at all, which they don't at all. But because the normies are dumb, they think that it does have value for some reason. So we're all suckered into this collective nonsense, silly economy, society, gay society, whatever you want to. That's a new word I just invented. Gay society, by the way, gay society, that I just invented. And you can feel free to use that word if you want, but you probably should. And obviously, the spells and stuff that I'm doing have other purposes that I try to do them for, which may or may not be showing results anytime soon. I was thinking about making my own business cards, and I've been thinking about doing that for years, and I have not gotten around to doing that, so maybe I'll do that. Might buy a playground jungle gym to put into my room to piss off my sister for charging me so much rent, even though I'm barely in my room. I mean, sometimes I am away from my room for 3 to 4 weeks and she still charges me the full rent. It's absolutely insane. And I'm sorry, I just, sometimes it pisses me off. I know that money is fake and gay, but sometimes I also get suckered into getting angry and grumpy, emotional states like that. I realize that these emotional states are something we can work on to overcome. Obviously, LOL come. That we can overcome to, is it good to get angry? Is it good? For example, something crazy happened. I was in the car and with me, mom, and she ran over a curb, and I wasn't even driving, and I got like, as soon as she ran over the curb, for some reason, I just felt like really, I want to say like angry, but also like, yeah, I got kind of like angry and like hateful or something, just because my mom ran over a curb, and I felt like this huge surge out of nowhere, of like anger and hatred just because we ran over a curb. So I have noticed that I can get unbelievably angry inside of a car. I have no idea why. The car just does something weird to people or me. I think it's because when we're in a car, we feel like, I don't know, we feel like so many things can go wrong. We can get attacked by a boy in blue or some shit. I don't know, but I've noticed that when you're in a car, your anger can get so out of control. And that's why I think cars probably should be made illegal and are extremely dangerous for Neets or schizos or whoever. And I avoid driving as much as I can. I only drive to the grocery store to get my groceries, and then I drive back, and that's about it. And even then, I would rather probably get a bike, but I'm too much of a cheapskate to buy a bike, so I still haven't bought one yet. I'm such a cheapskate that I bought a skateboard that doesn't work, and I bought a bike that doesn't work, and I returned the bike, can't return the skateboard. Instead of just buying a working bike, I try to buy the cheapest cheapskate shit possible from China, and it never works, and I should have just bought a bike and gotten this over with, but I keep spending money on Chinese shit that's cheap and doesn't work instead of just spending an adequate amount on a normal bike. It is so insane, but I'm that much of a cheapy boy, and I don't like using money for some reason. I thought of a travel hack. Anyone in the watching or listening, let me know in the comments if this works. I was thinking about I could get a travel credit card. And I'm pretty scared to travel, but this is a money hack I thought of. It's an infinite money glitch in the real world. I'll write a book on it maybe, called the Neetonomics. How to get infinite money and stuff. And I'll put in money tips for Neets or whatever. This is a Neetonomics book that I thought about writing maybe. Anyway, all you have to do is get a bunch of credit cards, and then they come with like free trips to wherever you want to go, like free 10,000 miles when you sign up for our credit card. Then you just get the credit card, go to where you want to go, and then it's free infinite money glitch. That's all you have to do, and then you get free travel. And that's what you do. You just keep getting more and more credit cards with random banks that give free travel trips. And so let me know in the comments if you guys think that would work. I'm going to have to ask Jan, because he knows about stuff. I'm going to have to ask him if that would work, because I'm surprised dumb normie NPC goyim idiots. I'm just kidding, guys, but I got a Jew friend who talks like that. It's insane. Anyways. I don't like any hostility towards other people, really. I think the podcasts bring out a certain sort of excited hostility to get clicks or views or something, but I really don't like any sort of hostility. There was something that I think a rabbi said in a YouTube video that I really liked, and he said that if you're going to be a person like a fire, you want to be like a warm fire that warms people up and warms their hearts and makes them feel good and comfortable. And you don't want to be like a burning hot fire where they touch the fire and they get third-degree burns. And I feel like hostile people that I know in real life, unfortunately, actually super unfortunately, a lot of them that I know are very much like the third-degree burn fire. Whereas I wish that more people were like me, which is the fire that warms people's hands and their hearts and doesn't give them third-degree burns. But that's just my take on the world, anyways. And what else do I want to talk about here? Anything else? Keep on trucking, blah, blah, blah. Keep on praying if you want. Keep on doing whatever it is you do all the time. Change your routine if you want. Do whatever the fuck you want. I've been reading magic books and stuff like that lately, witchcraft books and stuff, all that sort of crap. And I can obviously see that, unlike the Jewish Old Testament, it does seem like the New Testament has some sauce because of the Mark of the Beast stuff, which we can all see is obviously coming sooner than later, which I don't think the Old Testament says anything about marks of the beast. I'm going to have to check on that. But either way, I don't care either way. It's just interesting to note that it seems the New Testament does definitely has the correct information in it about the mark of the beast. And of course, the Epic of Gilgamesh also has basically a lot of the same stories as the Bible in it about the flood and the person who survives the great flood. The Epic of Gilgamesh and the Bible seem to be written by the same people or by people who have the same information about the flood and the people who survived it. People might not like that. They might say, oh, that's fucking gay. What? The Bible is the only source of truth that there is. There's no other source. But yet the Epic of Gilgamesh was written before it and has the same information in it. But anyways, it doesn't matter. People can believe whatever they want. I don't care. And I guess I've been trying to meditate lately using visualization, trying to imagine a triangle with a circle inside of it, inside of my own head, and by focusing a lot of the blood flow with my eyes closed towards my pineal gland in the middle top area of my head. I've been sending a lot of blood flow up to the pineal gland in my head. It's very easy to send blood flow to any place you send attention to. That's the easy part, is sending blood flow to anywhere in your body. That's really, really easy, at least for me, and I think basically anyone else. The hard part is visualization, visualizing shapes with your eyes closed, which I should be naturally very good at, but can be tricky. The next step of visualization is eyes open visualization, which means seeing the shapes in a schizophrenic, hallucinogenic way where you actually do see the shapes with your eyes open. This can lead to schizophrenic delusions or whatever because you are manifesting real shapes with your eyes open, not just with your eyes closed, which is easier, I suppose. Then when you visualize these shapes in person, in the flesh, with your eyes open, you're able to basically, like a piece of invisible paper, put geometric shapes over objects or over other things you're doing spells on or doing meditations on. Now with your eyes open, you're able to control and influence the world reality using shapes from your brain through visualization that you practice through meditation. And this is a way that you control your life reality of the universe and stuff. This is stuff that I read from a magic hacking book, which I can link you guys to if you want to read it. And it has very good artwork in it. And the artwork is drawn in the style of the Gorillaz band. So the artwork is amazing in this magic hacking book, by the way. The book is called something Psychonauts. Something Psycho. If you type in Psychonauts PDF occult, I think the book will come up on Google, and it's free-ish if you can find it fairly easily if you download it on PDF. And it seems like a pretty cool book. Anyways, that's about it, and that's about it. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do with my life and stuff. Maybe I'll volunteer at the Christian church that's close to my house. That's about all I can think of, and then keep doing whatever it is I do or whatever, and keep hoping for good things and good results and all that stuff, and hopefully was whatever, yeah, so whatever, all that shit, and yeah, so yeah, you guys, yeah, hope you guys are doing good, and yeah, so whatever, and keep watching the cartoons or whatever if you want, and I don't remember what. That's all, folks. I watched the Looney Tunes movie and it was really good, so I'd recommend. It was really cute. I don't know if it was really good. It was good. It was really good, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Yeah. Um, yeah. This camping stuff helps you to remember kind of how easy it would be to live off grid, electric wise, I guess. Like if you had solar stuff and an internet connection, but even just a hotspot on your phone could probably work okay, right? And that would probably be pretty easy. But then you would need some fruits like oranges, and I was thinking I was thinking if I go travel overseas, I would just get a bunch of cans of tuna at the store, and I would just eat tuna for every meal of the day. And I think that's the cheapest way to eat if you decide to live homeless in another country, which I've been thinking about. Or not homeless, well, probably homeless, but if not homeless, living at campsites or something in overseas countries. And the cheapest way to get food, I think, would be tuna. Tuna cans. So I think that's a hack that I came up with. But I have really bad breath and really bad, not breath, but really bad mouth discomfort and taste and bacterial throat discomfort. So I would need something to gargle with. So I was thinking maybe oranges would be a good way to gargle all the disgusting slime out of my mouth so that I don't feel gross about having a mouth. So maybe oranges or lemons. I was thinking for a natural throat, mouth wash, gargle, spray, vegan, nigger spray thing. So I was thinking about that, and I was thinking, nothing is really changing much for me here anyway, so why shouldn't I just go be homeless in other countries? Just something silly to think about, but at the same time, it could be really hard to do that. Living in a tent, I've been sleeping without a mattress for the last 2 weeks, and it hurts your back like hell, so I think I would get a cot or some sort of something that won't hurt your back like hell to sleep on. It always makes me miss having a mattress a lot when I go camping because I really love my it hurts my skeleton a lot to not sleep on a mattress, which you guys will find out. I think if you try sleeping without a mattress, I think you guys will. It's amazing humans were able to sleep without mattresses. If humans ever did sleep without mattresses, I think that's amazing because it really hurts your skeleton. And I don't know how humans could sleep without mattresses. Seriously. And so those were my homeless hacks: tuna cans, tent, mattress, solar charger for your phone or laptop or whatever, just that sort of shit. Oh, and because it gets hot, I think you need a mister, those electric misters, and then you could sit outside with your mister on, and then you wouldn't get super hot. That's like a hack I thought of. And then if it's too cold, then you'd need a bunch of blankets. So I think, yeah. Anyways, I'm 33 and I'm looking at coincidences and stuff, and I was at the MGM hotel yesterday, and MGM adds up to 33. M is 13, G is 7, and then the third M is 13 again. And I'm 33 years old, and MGM adds up to 33, so I thought that was funny. And I see tons of coincidences all over the place, and I like seeing them because it reminds me that there's something bigger than you and me. And I think that's important to consider. I think a lot of normies don't even consider the spirit world or anything like that. And I'm very interested in this stuff. And anyways, I think I'm interested in this stuff because, number one, I'm just interested in this stuff. But number two, I'm using my interest in this stuff as a way to save my soul and my mind and my essence. And I'm using my interest in the spirit world to try to get smarter. And also, I like having these hobbies of this stuff because it adds more hobbies to do to your list of hobbies in your routine. Because I feel like I don't have enough hobby hobbies. And now you'll notice with basically every person you see, they are addicted to a screen, and the screen has become their hobby. and now every human on Earth is addicted to screens and it's kind of a mess. And the screens act like black scrying mirrors, obviously. So that's awkward. Okay. See you guys. Bye.